Most cynical men weren't born cynical. They became disappointed enough times that cynicism started feeling safer than hope. Uh, Cynicism usually starts with hope, right? Most lonely men wanted love. That's why if you're lonely, you got into it, right? You wanted love. You wanted that romantic relationship. You wanted connection. You wanted a partner. Uh, and then cynicism came later. So you started off wanting those things, but gradually something happened. Disappointment. Disappointment starts accumulating, and then it's like, one rejection, big deal. It's not devastating. Usually it's not devastating for most of us. Okay, whatever. She didn't, and a lot of times that's, us still reading into it, but it's still nothing. But then years of that, then if there's years of what either is rejection or what you're interpreting as a rejection, uh, there's maybe failed dates. There's different types of ghosting. There's degrees of loneliness. There's unmet expectations. And then what happens is that begins changing how we view relationships. So this happens to a person enough times, most of us start changing. And then cynicism then starts feeling kind of protective. It's this little armor you're wearing. So what happens is a lot of times men will start saying things like, love isn't real, or I'm just going to read this, relationships aren't worth it. And I know they're saying this because this is what my clients are saying when I'm first talking to them. And this is what a lot of you are writing down in response to some of these videos, saying things like women only want certain guys, guys who are, again, dot, 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 whatever. Usually it's just whatever they believe they don't have. Like, right? It's fill in the blank. Guys, women only want whatever. And these beliefs seem to reduce disappointment. So you latch onto this cynicism. And sometimes I connect cynicism with uh, if somebody's, being a certain kind of biting humor, right? Uh, where they're making those kind of jokes. It's a repressed, sort of slightly repressed anger. And what is that from? Frustration or sadness, right? So cynicism is seemingly this armor. It's kind of like uh, an aggressive, angry armor, which for men is an emotion we're told is okay, right? Because we play sports, and it's okay to be aggressive. You're supposed to be aggressive. But what happens is this cynicism reduces possibility. That's what it's doing. The more you're telling yourself these things or writing it in comments to me, which is fine, I love feedback, but the more you're doing this, it's sort of etching it into your unconscious mind, your belief systems, your behaviors, and there's a hidden cost because cynicism, initially feels strong. Again, there's an aggressive quality to it, and it feels like a strong position to take. uh, it's eventually then becoming sort of a pain wearing armor where the problem then is that armor protects you, uh, you think from rejection, but it actually protects you from connection. This little bubble of protection doesn't allow people to come in, because it's not just armor in situations, but it's armor that you're using to prevent yourself from getting into situations, from putting yourself out there. And you're doing that right. And not just on the apps, but in person as well. You're doing sort of a lifestyle armor. So now your whole lifestyle is is created to protect yourself from what you think is going to be hurt or rejection or humiliation or not feeling worthy enough. So you have this protection. Uh, what many men think is that cynicism is a kind of wisdom. But it's what it really is at its core level for many people is disappointment that was never healed. Not only that, but oftentimes it was disappointment that was never fully acknowledged. And I would say that it's also actions that were never sustained or taken in the first place, or behaviors that were never tweaked. You just gave up and said, they just don't like men like me. And if they can't accept me as I am, then forget it. Does this sound familiar? There's a way out. This is what I help my clients with. I will see you on the next video.